Hello everyone, welcome to our Let's Play series of Deus Ex Human Revolution. This is Colonel RPG as usual, and I'm very happy that you're chose to join me today as we talk to, I don't remember her name. She is a sex worker here in the, also don't remember the name of the hotel. It's a hotel. And apparently they're being forced, all of her colleagues as well, and her, they're being forced, somehow, I think through brute force, to get augmentations. And she doesn't want it. She doesn't want it, and she hasn't told us why. I said last episode that I wish I hope that she's gonna tell us why, but I don't think she is. I rambled enough about that. Let's see what she says here in the details. Oh, it's another branch. Okay.
What do you need me to do?
I heard the girls are drugged and taken to a place somewhere in Dagong district. There, they're held until the doctor comes. I wish you to find this place, to find where they're holding Ning. I hope it's not too late.
You said you can pay. How much are we talking here?
If you free Ning, I will pay good. 1,000 credit. More, if you're willing to help again.
That's pretty decent.
Okay, I'll help your friend.
Thank you. I knew I was right about you, Mr.
Jensen.
Mr. Jensen, I fear there's little time. You must find Ning before they leash her with augments.
Leash her?
Yes, they call it that. They leash their girls with augments to keep them under control by supplying neuropazine. I do not know where they keep Ning, just that it is somewhere in Dagong district.
A specific location would help.
I tell you, I do not have one. But there is a bouncer here, Chuan Li. He works with these people. He will know where Ning is. He goes to the roof to smoke often. Look for him there. You might be able to convince him to reveal the place.
Oh, the roof. I know the roof well.
Anything else you can give me?
Yes. The men holding Ning. They most likely work with local triad gang here, the harvesters. If you look for some of them around, maybe you find Ning better.
Got it.
Mm-hmm. And she did explain why she doesn't want the augmentations. The leashing there is pretty important. And of course it reveals that it sort of touches the problem that I have talked about before already, which is the fact that neuropazine isn't free, which allows then corporations to hold it over people's heads by, well, keeping them fed on their own health insurance, basically. And that's what you see whenever there's no sort of socialized healthcare, or I say socialized, but really it doesn't have to be socialized. It can be nationalized, which is, it can be considered socialization, but that's not necessarily the case. Certainly not in a setting like this, but in a dystopic cyberpunk setting. That's the word that I was looking for. But yeah, that's the other issue.
Oh, thanks, sweetheart. Oh, hey, did I tell you that boss is forcing some of the girls to get augmented? Sometimes I talk so much I forget who I told what.
That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah. So
Jensen, you lost or something? Didn't think it would take this long to check out one apartment.
I took a detour. Tell me something, Malik. You think a smart card with a Tai Young Medical logo on it will come in handy in this town?
GYM, the global leader in augmentation technology. They put up almost half the cash to build this city, so maybe. Why are you asking?
No reason. Just thinking ahead.
Y'all gonna freaking die if you keep putting people.
believe that's true. You have to have faith that people's sort of unified conscience knows when something's bad for us. So if
Oh no, it's some hokey pokey woo crap. Yeah, if the game is gonna start killing more people because of the because of me looking around, then they're all gonna die. Because looking around is more fun and rewarding than some people that we don't know surviving. So there's enemies in here, or not enemies. So I took their stuff. And the reason why there's an enemy is because that guy... Oh, he has a pistol. Did you hear that? Either that or he's packing. Either way, he's packing, but a different kind of heat.
I suppose.
什么？
Shh. Shh. Well, had to be done. Had to be done. Okay, well, can I carry your body somewhere? They just, you know, oh yeah, you can carry them. Oh, I can even put you in the bathtub. That's, or whatever this is. Man, this is a, how do you even wash? Oh, right. It is big, but it's not, right, it's, I forgot. This is supposed, it's not supposed to wash you. It's for dirty things, not clean things. You wouldn't want the water all over you. I was like looking over, I've been in a shower that it was like a gymnasium shower that had like a line of this stuff up ahead, and it was sort of weird because it wasn't water everywhere. It was really weird, and I was also by myself, so it wasn't the traditional sort of gymnasium shower situation with a lot of people. It was, I can't really, not taking that pistol is really telling, isn't it? Either way, we were exploring, but yeah, let them be in there. I've been in one of those, and it's a little bit too much water, is all I'm saying. However, you wouldn't want to have water during the dirty. Well, you could turn the faucet off, but then you would want some water. Maybe, you know, because of the you wouldn't want the water because it makes things very. It's not good for the should I put this? It makes the okay. Well, I'll let you be your own judge of whether you want water in your dirty.
Ever since Ning went missing, May has been on the warpath.
May is this woman over here, right? May Swen. Yes. Or Zwen, because I think the S coming before an H doesn't do the same sound as it does, for example, in English. It doesn't do the sh. You say the S, and then the H, you pronounce it. So it would be z. So that's how they pronounce it. It sounds like it anyway. Anyway, we're looking for somebody on the roof. Tomorrow is green, yes, but today is very yellow. This game is very yellow in general. Tai Yong Medical. Chun Li.
Shove off before I shove you off.
I'm here to see you.
Uh-huh. What about?
Ning,
Open the phone book. Plenty of them in there.
your friends are holding her. I can make it worth your while if you tell me where.
Worth my while? Yeah, maybe. Let's see some credits first, the tough guy, and then maybe I'll tell you where to find her.
No, you're gonna see my pheromones, and not the nice ones. Actually, I think maybe the nice ones, because he's an alpha. So alpha's gonna be appeased. Yeah, it's the nice ones, I think. I mean, maybe the charm ones. Anyway, pheromones to the face.
I gotta make sure she's okay first. She'll be a lot more valuable to me and you if she's alive and in one piece, if you know what I mean.
I get it. Smart businessman you are. Okay. I'll tell you. They're holding her on a small side street just off the open gutter in the Daigong district. But listen, I didn't say anything, right?
You almost didn't. Yeah, I shouldn't smoke. You almost didn't. So small side street in the Daigong district. That is. This is the Yozhao district. There's a lot of underground area. It's not really underground area, it's just the sewers. The sewers have, we've seen them. Last episode, or no, a couple of episodes ago, we were looking. That's the Alice Garden Pause. We need to go there. I think that's actually one of our main objectives. I mean, we've heard of them, so. Yeah, it's not here. So either we are already in the, that district, or I'm just gonna have to follow the quest marker. But we're gonna explore the hotel first, because there's more levels. And, all that. They really like their low resolution screens animated. Like, I suppose it makes sense for it to be low resolution when it's in the walls, but the game has a lot of low resolution screens just around. Like, this is not a screen. It's not supposed to be a screen. But sometimes there are some things like that hanging. Excuse me. Oh, this is a different. Really? They just have the, oh, look at that. You see another very low resolution screen? Pocket Secretary. I need to read that. New brothel code. Gozy, we had to change the code to the safe in the manager's office. One of our ladies figured out the old one. Not sure exactly how, but either way, we changed it. 7657. You know how I complain that a lot of this stuff is written as if it's a well, it's not. It doesn't actually happen a whole lot in this game. But it does happen in this game. Some of the stuff that is written, and is supposed to be written messages, they're written as if they were a transcript of a spoken message. People don't actually write that like that. They do write that like that when they're trying to show off. Like, you know how putting ellipses in a well, maybe not in a text message, but when you're like on an email, you're putting an ellipses in there in the middle of a sentence, as if you were actually saying it out loud. You're either being a jerk on purpose, or you're trying to sound more, you know, either being a jerk on purpose or being it by mistake. Is what I mean to say. Don't put ellipses in the middle of an email because you're being passive aggressive or just outright aggressive. Now this one is clearly written as if it were just typed out on a computer, without caps lock, which is or without capitalizing, which is a plague that happens very much in 10 years ago, 20 years ago, even more. People just don't capitalize the first few letters. And these days it doesn't happen as much because everything is written with on the cell phone with predicted text and a bunch of other stuff. So this is somebody who grew up knowing the pain of reading people who don't know the or don't capitalize their stuff. But why did they do quotation marks? That is what I mean. Like, this is written as if somebody wrote it. It's not a transcript of a text. It's not written as if it were a transcript of a voice communication. But the freaking quotes on the ladies. My God. And again, hinting at it being prohibited. She's not gonna... I mean, if she's working there a lot of hours, she's not gonna climb the pole. She's just gonna go around it. Yeah, climbing the pole. You'd tire yourself out very fast. That's when it's the real show. That's when you start climbing. Excuse me.
你看了多久了，Shay？
Oh, how long you look for? Don't you want... How long you... Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to... I'm not looking. I mean, I am, but... also not at you, but I'm not... Anyway, don't presume. Don't presume that I'm here for that. Jensen, he has the augments that were talked about last episode. The ones that the owner of this place that we talked to mentioned. Anyway, this is... I can't go outside, can I? No. Okay. I think that window might be like a screen as well. That guy's nodding off. Named characters? No? Okay. Excuse me? Named characters? Hi. No? Oh, actually, I want to talk to her, see what she says. You look tired, big boy. Come back when you're rested. Oh, I thought this was a place to rest. It's a hotel.
Want a party? I can go all night.
Tall boy. Oh, none of the doors are locked, so I'll just go in and explore a little bit. She's very quiet. All the voices are... Well, not all the voices in this game are very quiet. All the non-dialogue voices are very quiet in this game. But that soundtrack is just... very loud. I have the codes for these things as well, so even if they were locked, I'd just be able to go in there. Unless, of course, that pocket secretary has been lost for a little bit longer than that code has existed. In which case, they might have changed it in the meantime, because I mean, it was just lying over there. So moving on, down to level 2. In the first Deus Ex, there's a similar bar like this. It has fewer levels, but level 2, I believe, is the bar. Ah, they cheated. Level 2 itself doesn't have anything. It's locked. Is it the main entrance? It could... Oh, sorry. Bumped against things. It could be the main entrance. Sorry. My mouse
I wouldn't
cursor.
go upstairs if I were you.
Why not? Wait, don't tell me. May and Edgar going at it again?
Yep. And you know what that means.
Yeah. Edgar in a bad mood. Shame, too, because he can be sweet when he wants to.
I'm always amazed by what May gets away with.
Well, she's earned the right to talk back from time to time. When when you've been around as long as she has, you know, she practically ran this place before Chan showed up.
I wish she still did.
You and me both, girl.
Chan? Chan is a Chinese name? Is it? Oh, that's interesting. That must create all sorts of confusions. Hello. Not named. Locker room. Ooh. Well. Oh, they're talking. Crossing the line, hearts of steel. Just get out, he raged. You've had your fun, now get out of here. Go back to your brothers and their Purity First friends. Jace, no, she reached out, but he pulled away. You don't understand. Don't insult me, he snapped, gesturing angrily with his augmented arm. If you know what I mean. This was all some game to you, wasn't it? Playing at being the rebel, sleeping with a wirehead cock boy, if you know what I mean, just to piss off your family. Jace pointed a still finger at her, his Caden's eyes glittering. To hell with you, I'm sick of your lies. Meredith reacted without thinking, her hand slapping him across the cheek. Shut up, she said, in a brittle voice. Shut up. Don't push me away. Don't pretend this doesn't mean anything. When he looked at her, the hurt in his eyes cut like blades. The hurt in his augmented eyes. This, you can't be here. I have to, she breathed. How is that? Brittle. What do you think brittle means? For a voice, specifically. Ooh, right. I will want that. So, let's drop this. Let's get that. Let's use that. Get the machine pistol, and we're good to go. Yeah, because we punched a couple of people upstairs. Not that these people
Give me a little discount this time.
would know.
Sorry, but for the service you want, you damn well better believe I'm getting my full amount of credits.
Sweet pea.
哎
Can hardly make
我
my
会帮
rent
你
this
消
month.
除烦
Join the
恼。
club, sweet pea.
Join the club. That's cool. Okay, I don't think I'll be able to hack now. I might. Yeah, if I had the code, they wouldn't get pissed at me. Edgar Lee's down here. I didn't even notice. Just
生命
this
中最好的
cheapskate
10分钟。
being a cheapskate. My god, can you believe it? I can hardly make them rent. You want her to do weird things or whatever. And you just don't do the weird things. Do it traditional style.
消除烦恼。
Working girls. Yep. Hi. Excuse me. Civilian. Yeah, right. It's the owner of this place. Ooh. Might be able to get that, because we haven't been here. This is very low in the whole map. But it's the same as always, where I think I might be able to get this. Nobody seems to be upset. They start talking. Lucky.
这儿来，帅哥。
Lucky. Okay, I think we're good. It's a level 2, so of course we're lucky. We got a little bit of Nuyen over there.
哎，
Okay,
帮你消除烦恼。
credit chip. Yeah, 110. That's fair. I mean, apart from me stealing from everybody, but it's fair. Apart from that, anyway, I just want to clear out the area a little bit to make sure I know I've been here. See, we have been here. Unless, yeah, we have been here because this door is open. Sorry, I didn't have subtitles for your, yeah, I recognize this. For your text, for your speech. Wait a minute, you close the door? Don't close the door. He's the guy that's complaining that these guys don't move. Which they are not gonna, because they're not programmed to do that. They're gonna stay there for the entirety of the world. Anyway, moving on back in, and I need to talk to Edgar. And punch him in the face or something. I don't know what would happen. Mai probably should be the owner of this place if like he's clearly an aggressive takeover sort of character is what I mean to say.
Please,
到这
enjoy
儿
your
来
evening.，
帅
Can I?
哥。
I'm talking to him. I don't understand you. I'm very sorry, but he also doesn't want to talk to me. So, because I didn't realize that. Really? Ooh. Well. Nobody seems to be upset. So I'm gonna hack it. Got lucky there as well. Lovely. And there it is. Got all the things.
Access granted.
100 experience, 100 money. She didn't say anything. Pistol ammo. And 137 credits. And some shoes. I can't take the shoes. But that was what that code was for. The code that we found before. Nobody is mad. That's very curious. Oh, I didn't plan ahead. We're gonna fly by the seat of our pants. Do you know what that means? To fly by the seat of your pants? What the origin... It's not necessarily the origin, because obviously you know what the origin is. It's got to do with aviation. But the reason why it is like that is because if you're blind, the only connection you have to the outside world, as it were, is what the airplane is doing, or what the car... What the car is doing. So, it's the seat of your pants, which is the part of the pants that touches your butt. That's the part that touches you, obviously. But the thing is, you're flying by the seat of your pants. That means that the only feedback that you have from the outside world is the pants. So you can tell if the airplane, or if it's flying, or the car, or whatever is going on, you can tell that it's going from one side to the other, so you kind of react by that. So I think I'm not sure if the original meaning is supposed to be like that. There are no turrets. Okay, we're good. Because it kind of sounds like it's flying blind. Flying by the seat of our pants is flying blind. But it's not used like that. At least I don't use it like that. I might use it wrong. Although you can use it when you're saying flying blind. Like in that case, it was blind. We didn't know what was going to happen. So, you know, we couldn't see ahead far enough. But I think we're good here on this particular level. Or not on this particular level, but rather on this particular building. So we're just going to probably focus on the second level, the one that we were messing around with at the beginning of the episode. Were we there? I think we were there. I don't know if we were elsewhere. But this level over here. Oh, this doesn't connect to the outside world. Oh. Yeah, I was sort of thinking this was going to be like a hub, where you could just go between different levels just on the same building. But that's not the case. It doesn't have many doors. But yeah, I usually use the expression to fly by the seat of my pants to mean you know, to play a lot of attention, to mean to basically be very preoccupied with what you're doing, but not necessarily in the way that you're flying blind. You can but I think I'm using it wrong. This guy's complaining on the phone. So, yeah, this is good. So now we are on one edge of town, and this is our objective, but we're not going there because we're exploring. It's going to be a little bit of the opposite way I did things in Detroit, because in Detroit I went to the quests and then explored second. There we go. So we have the Yozhao, or Yozhao. The Z sound can be pronounced Z, depending on what language you speak. There might not be a distinction, because it is very similar. It's very similar, especially to the untrained ear. If you're hearing somebody say it and you don't know what the meaning of it is, you can think that they're saying Z where they say Z. Usually people pronounce the Z as a Z in Chinese, but I think it is not the correct pronunciation. I remember hearing about it. So we got the cops all over, and advertisements for whatever that game is. A lot of people smoking. And, yeah, we're just sticking to the right wall right now. But we have been around here. Mostly we've been over there, if I'm not mistaken. Dragon heads, the triads in the 21st century. Did I read this? I don't think I did. The Backstreet War. By far the incident that left the biggest imprint on the triads of the 2010s was the Mark-Gor-Lao War of 2018, a conflict between established groups like the Washing-Wo, Sun Yi Wo-on, and 14K, and several smaller pretenders to the throne. To this day, the tales remain sketchy, but it appears that the untimely passing of a mountain master, quote-unquote, of the four dragons ignited a storm of accusations among many key triads. What began as dissident spilled onto the streets as gangs engaged in violent conflict. This is the storyline of the Deus Ex 1, which is a game that takes place a few years in the future compared to this game, but obviously was released before. That's more or less what happens when you go to Hong Kong there. The war, quote-unquote, escalated to such levels that military police were called in to curb the threat, and by the time the smoke cleared, a new hierarchy had ascended to take the place of the old, led by newly empowered groups like the Red Arrow Brotherhood, LMF, and the Luminous Path. It's really interesting that they say by the time the smoke cleared in a book that's supposed to be about what happens in the smoke. I mean, that's what books are for, to make sure that it isn't smoke. Tell me what happened. It doesn't matter if it was smoky. What do you mean smoke cleared? It's just, that feels like a cheap way of getting out of having to explain how they rose to power. I mean, I say that because that's how I would have done it, to not have to explain the minutia of the storytelling. Mostly because, yeah, we've definitely been here. Mostly because, yeah, we don't want to go there, because I think that's how we started. We came from down that thing. There are some things that we haven't seen yet around here. Some doors maybe and whatnot, but we don't need to worry about those because we're definitely going to go there in the future, because it accesses the lower area. So we're gonna continue. Very yellow. Did I say before that this game is yellow? Everything is yellow or golden. Merchants can get just about anything, especially the ones in out of location. You don't think it's dangerous to go up and ask them what they got? Everything is dangerous down here, especially if you happen to be drunk, augmented, and walking around the Yuzhou district. Right, I've heard people keep disappearing down there. You really think the Harvester gang is behind it? Oh, that's an interesting thing. These people were saying more. Oh, this guy on the phone. I'm not gonna hear the whole thing. You can pause the video if you. She's just said something about money. You can pause the video and read all the subtitles if you are so inclined, or maybe you can't pause the video because maybe you're listening to this in.
Somebody told us that the Hive is the place to go around here.
Yes, many business people from Upper Hangsha go there. Where are you travelers from?
We live in Paris.
Just be careful in there. It is owned by a local gang leader, and the gang he runs is one of the meanest in this country. So don't ask too many questions.
Oh, okay. We'll try not to step on anyone's toes.
Oh, and if you have augmentations, hide them when you walk the streets at night, especially on Yuanming Road. There have been many disappearances lately.
Well, I've got a lot of augmentations. I'm also Batman. Don't ask. Also, I'm from... Where am I from? Detroit, right? I was gonna say I'm from Paris as well. Don't mind my American accent. Somebody else complaining about things. So this is the Hive. I remember this place. I think it's a different area. Like, as in you need to load. Oh, yeah, it is. I remember that. So we're not going in there right now. But it's gonna be fun, hopefully. So, as I was saying, maybe you can't pause the video because you're listening to this as a podcast type thing. In which case, you probably didn't see it coming. Or maybe you did see it coming. That it is the end of the episode. Because we're out of time for the day. So for right now, I'm Colonel RPG, and this has been Deus Ex Human Revolution. I really hope you've enjoyed it. And if you did, go ahead and leave a comment. Like the video if you want to see the next episode come out sooner rather than later.
Does he know one of the bouncers?
No. That cheap son of a bitch knows the secret way in through the back alley. Will we share it with the rest of us? I don't think so. Asshole.
Forget it, man. It's getting chilly out here. Finish that cig so we can go back inside.
Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next episode. Bye-bye.